If that works. That was interesting. My mic didn't want to work then. I wasn't muted. We're back. We're good to go. I hope everyone's doing well. Sorry, I would have started this deadline stream a little bit earlier, but I had to go and see my physio this afternoon. I've come back, had a nice little massage. We're good to go for training tonight. Nationals in a few weeks, and obviously FPL Game Week 7. Excuse me, I'm just eating a bit of a peanut. I hope everyone's doing well. Here's how my team's shaping up. Here she is. Custard Cream FC in all of her glory. Gonna make that. Size it up. There we go. So in the chat, we've got Alex. It's great to see you, mate. I don't know when you put that message in. That was quite early. So we'll see if you're still here. Hello. Manish, Lev, Mohammed, Joel, Alex. Good to see you, my friend. Mohammed, Stefan, Kembro Slice, Coles Air, Nixie, Triple Captain Haaland. Yeah. So I could play a chip here this week. Definitely. I could play my bench boost. I look at this bench and I think, it's not too bad, is it? I could bench boost that. I look at Haaland and I think, well, he's not too bad. I could triple captain him if I want to. So yeah, I'm a little bit, I could do anything with this team. So yeah, what do you guys reckon I should do in the chat? You're looking at my team here. We've got Haaland as my captain at the moment. I don't think I'm changing my captain. Definitely not. But yeah, question. Should I bench boost? Triple captain? Could bring Ismail Assar in if I wanted. What should I do? What should I do? The only thing for me is it's away from home. That's the only thing putting me off about Haaland. Not worried about Arteta lying. No. I think he just said I don't know, rather than lie. So I'm just gonna have a little snack while we start the stream, if that's okay. I don't know. The thing is, Alex, not Alex, Nixie. I get it, but if I'm using the triple captain, I think one of the requirements is it's at home. It's a home fixture. Could use it against Everton, you know. What else we got? Bench Njai or Richards. You don't have to spam the chat, mate. I think I'd bench Richards if it was me. You're getting a timeout for that. So João Pedro, he definitely has an issue. So it's on the little news ticker there. We need to catch up on news as well. We'll do that together in a second. But João Pedro has not been picked for the Brazil squad by Ancelotti because he's struggling with like a little issue. So that leaves the question. Yeah. Does that mean he's fit for this weekend? And the fixture's Liverpool. It's not a great fixture either. Isn't Caicedo better to start than João Pedro? Well, maybe. But I'm also thinking of bench boosting. So, Baltimore, I think right now he is. But when Wissa's back for Newcastle, I think Wissa's an excellent striker. So, not sure. You're talking about, Arteta benching Gyökeres. Should I just keep Richarlison? Should I just muck about, keep Richarlison? That's all we should do. João Pedro's a definite hold, yeah. Foden has a great record. No. I think for me, I don't know how you guys feel, but a requirement for me to pick someone as captain is them being a penalty taker. Oh, yeah, James Dean, I've got the same thing, but I think Gabriel will play. Timber over Gabriel, not for me. Spurs hasn't won a fixture pre-international. They don't need to win the game, to be fair, for Richarlison to score some points. Good afternoon, Paul. It's good to see you, my friend. Free hit active. Nice. Is it worth doing Mateta to Yoker? Absolutely not. No, definitely not. I appreciate that, Elf. Thank you. What am I going to be doing? Is it a picture of my face? Because, yeah, I think Richarlison's due a rest. Right. Let's go on Twitter. Have a quick look at some news. We'll go on Ben Dinnery's account and see what's what. Because Ben Dinnery, he's the man. There he is. Ben Dinnery. Rightio. Man United's first up then. Casemiro is available again after serving a one-match ban. Amad Diallo back in contention, so I don't really care, to be honest, about the Man United lot. Amad's back, okay. Thomas Frank. Romero's fit and available, he'll start. Solanke. Ankle procedure went well. Colin Mwani's been on the pitch, so that's positive. He's not available yet tomorrow. That should confirm Richarlison starting. Oh. Okay. So that's the Spurs news. Moise. No change for Branthwaite. Dewsbury Hall suspended. So the game came too fast for Hincapié. Gabriel was a precautionary withdrawal midweek after taking a knock. Well, I think it'll be all right then. Guardiola, no fresh injury concerns. Everything's okay there. Eddie Howe. Wissa's still out, so Voltemada's got a fair stretch in the team by the looks of that. There's some news. Where's he? Fafana. Cole Palmer's still out. No further updates. Shalabar suspended. That's Chelsea. Murillo lasted 30 minutes. A thigh injury, so he'd probably be unfit again. What else we got? Nothing on Villa. Fabian Schär returned. Lewis Hall missed the Arsenal game. The game came very quickly. Okay, Johan Wissa and Ramsey are expected to return. Okay, well, so Wissa will be back after international break. So I think that puts me off Voltemada, I've got to say. As good as Voltemada is, of course. Team news. Hugo, Ekitike and Chiesa are expected to train. Okay, so I put Ekitike as a doubt. That looks like he might not be. Obviously, Liverpool have a goalkeeper, 4.3 million goalkeeper that will start for them this week. Bournemouth. Sorry, I can see the chat's going, but I'm just checking on injury news. Nothing really on Bournemouth. Sunderland. Mukiele is fit by the looks of it. Nuno. Okay. Fabian Carvalho for Brentford. Reece Nelson is also back in contention. Nunes. No one's really worried about that. Daniel Farker. Daniel James is out. Kyle Darlow will keep his place between the sticks. So Darlow in goal. 4 million goalkeeper. Lucas Perry is back training, but it's too early to involve him. Nonto. No one cares about them, do they? Marcos, and that's back to... Oh, we're back on October 2nd, which is yesterday anyway, isn't it? Okay. Right, let's have a look at the chat. Alf, I'm intrigued by this tattoo, mate. Barbary, I'd agree on Rodri. Sorry for convincing you to bring him in. I thought it'd be a good option, but he's struggling to get back from that knee injury, isn't he? That's my bad on that one. Bench boost game week 7 or 8 with Dubravka Road on Stat Mukiele. I'm tempted to bench boost with similar this week. Holly, it's good to see you. I hope you're keeping well. What's been happening in your world? Paul, good to see you. Thank you for saying hello to people. Patrick, Sanchez or Raya? Raya. 100% Raya. You are the Arsenal man, Elf. You reckon Gabriel? Oh, Elf's gone by the looks of it. I have 2 spots left in my squad out of Reinders, João Pedro, Cash and Gahey. I would start João Pedro and Reinders. Ben, I am probably going to do it, yeah. The only thing I've just... So, here's what's on my mind. Is there a chance that Richarlison doesn't start this weekend? Yes. Is there also a chance that for whatever reason Arteta decides Gyökeres needs a rest? I think yes too. So my worst nightmare is I take out Richarlison for Gyökeres and Gyökeres gets benched. We'll see what happens. BCFC, I don't even know who that is, mate. Is Gabriel play? He should do. Ben Me or Ben Shapiro. Christ. I'm probably going to get removed from YouTube for mentioning that guy's name. My solution, Ben, I don't know, mate. I think I'm going to do it. I was planning to do it all along, right? So I think I have to stick to my plan and do it. I think I've got to stick to my plan and do it. Another thing for me, I think Richarlison's going to be playing for Brazil, isn't he? You have all that travelling to do, whatever. So it probably is a doubt for next week as a result. So I'll probably do Richarlison to Gyökeres. Yeah, I am a bit worried about Gabriel starting, but I think he does. Starting Jai or João Pedro. I'd start in Jai this week. The only thing to remember about Palace is they're now 18 games unbeaten, which is obviously quite something. What does that mean, Bob? Hello, mate. Bring in Gabriel for Porro for a -4. Nah. Don't take a hit for it. Porro might keep a clean sheet this week. Romero, Lacroix, Van Dijk, Reinders, Van Dijk, 3 to start, 2 to bench. I would start Romero, Van Dijk, and Reinders. Is it worth taking a hit to field 15 players for a bench boost? It depends who you're bringing in, mate. Depends who you bring in. I have 2 free transfers. Should I sell Salah and Wood to Saka and Gyökeres? I don't hate that. The only thing is it's... Oh, cancelled. No, I think it'd be fine. Salah and Wood to Saka and Gyökeres. Possibly. I'd consider it. They have played too tough. Yeah, they could lose against Everton, I suppose. Start João Pedro or Van de Ven. I'd actually start Van de Ven, I think. That's mad, that. Maybe I should go 4 at the back. Or should I just bench boost? Start Njai or Gahey. Njai. Pick the attacker. He's on penalties as well. You're probably right, Ben. You're probably right on Foden. He's going to have a right fire in his belly. Or another way of saying that. Kick up his arse or whatever this week. I'm just going to tweet to say that we're live now. For the hashtag FPL Game Week 7 deadline stream. Can you believe we're 7 game weeks into the season already? Post your review below. When we hit 100 likes on the stream, how many have we got in at the moment? 168 in at the moment. If we get to 100 likes, I'll do some team reviews. I'm just going to tweet the stream a second. Get a link going. There's the link. Do. Oh, what a week it's been, man. What a week it has been. I've been so stressed this week. I've been so busy. Work has been really busy. I've still popped out the YouTube content as well, which I'm really quite proud of that this week. It's been tough. I've had to get up really early in the morning to do it before work. My shoulder's still been a bit sore as well while I've been training, but we've gone through it. I saw my physio today. Got a good massage on it. We're feeling loosey goosey. We got some race prep training tonight, which I'm looking forward to, and obviously the FPL deadline. So yeah, I don't know why I did that, but I was just giving you a bit of spiel about my life. What else we got? Hey mate, I have Dubravka. Yeah, it's a bench boostable thing. Rob, I'd love to say, but I just prefer not to publicise it for the time being. Good afternoon, Lee. I have a few conflicts this week. Oh, don't stress. Don't stress. Just play them. Because Van Dijk and Richards can get DEFCON and João Pedro and Njai can score. I would favour Njai this week over João Pedro. Start Stack, Anderson, Stack. Feeling loosey, ready to crack one out for us? Oh, Christ. Fair enough, mate. Paul Hayes, best Richarlison replacement. Let's have a look, see. Thank you for the super chat. Gabriel should be playing. Gabriel was fine, according to Arteta. Forwards, we're going to go 7 million. I really like Igor Thiago. I know he's back to play Man City, but I really like him. Baltimore's decent, but I think his minutes are going to be impacted by, what's his name? Wissa. Full crew, good. Honestly, my gut feel, mate, is Strand Larson. You want my gut feel, Paul Hayes, as to who's the best Richarlison replacement? I give it Strand Larson. Gakpo for me is a sell. I'm doing triple captain Haaland. Fair enough, mate. Van de Ven or Senesi? Senesi is probably pound for pound, mate, the best defender in the game. That's my humble opinion. I don't know how you guys feel, but I think he's the best value defender in the game. Uwe, good to see you. Thoughts on Shalabar and Ekiti? Yeah, I'd get rid of both of them. Stack to Minte and bench Jane. Is that a question? I probably wouldn't do that. Jokeres in for a -4? No. I'm planning to use -4, selling. I don't mind it. But I don't see why you need to make the 2 moves for a hit. Just make 1 move. I'm not interested in Jai until week 10. I'm Triple Palace and Everton won't have Grealish for game week 8. Interesting. Which 2 would you pick out of DC? I'd pick Reinders and João Pedro. Start Reinders or Burn. Oh, Paul, that's very generous. Thank you. Start Reinders or Burn. Reinders. Sebastian Frost feeling loosey-goosey. That's what we like. I'm really not sure on my bench boost, mate. It's not a bad bench, is it? The only thing we're going to have a look at, I'm just going to go on Fantasy Football Hub a second. I'm going to use Fantasy Football Hub to see. So if I do that. That's not my team. Pick and rating. Oh, I've got to log in. Bear with. I was going to say it doesn't think I'm a member. Pick. So if I go over, here we go. Bear with. If I go over, so this is my team for this week. I know you can only see it in small. So my bench would be Dubravka, Richarlison. Well, that'd be Gyökeres, Anderson, Rodon. Game week 8. Optimize that shit. So that's going to be Gyökeres against Fulham. Then you got game week 8, game week 9. I tell you what, the more I look at it, the more I just want to get it out of the way in game week 7. I think I'm going to bench boost, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm going to bench boost. I've looked at it, and I think I'm going to bench boost. Yeah, I tell you what, all of the algorithms are loving Saka this week. It's not just Fantasy Football Hub. All like Solio, FPL Review, everyone is friggin' loving. They're loving Saka. I'll show you, actually. We'll go on Solio now and have a look. We'll go on Solio now and have a look. I'll leave a link to the chat to Solio. There's Solio. Check it out. So if we look at the projections, here you go. You see that? These are projections for game weeks. For game week 7, apparently, the best expected points player for game week 7 is Saka, according to Solio. So, yeah, that's interesting. And then you got Bruno, and then you got Haaland. Game week 8 is Salah, and you got Haaland. Game week 9 is Salah, and you got Haaland. Game week 11 is Palmer. So I thought that was quite interesting about Saka. The only thing for me with Saka is, well, I think he's a good option if he takes penalties, but I'm not sure he will. So I'm just moving my mic. I'm not sure he's going to be the penalty taker. I think it's Gyökeres. Smash that like button. Absolutely, everyone. Well, if we hit 100 likes, I will do some team reviews. How about it? How about it? We're on 41 likes at the moment. So if we do 100, I'll check it out and do some team reviews. Cole's there. He's sent me one already. Love that. We'll look at that if we hit 100 likes. See, this is the worry. Arteta on benching players. Well, I mean, the schedule that we have to play Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday. So the last time we played 3 games in 7 days was a while ago. Some of the players haven't ever played 3 games in 7 days. So we need to manage that because they come from a period of a lot of load. We've had 2 very, very high games. So if the schedule continues and they don't give us an extra day, we're going to have to do that. And then Andy's saying, wouldn't be completely surprised to see Gyökeres benched against West Ham. So that is making me have some doubts about try to lower your noise gate. I don't have a noise gate, mate. I don't know. This is what I got. You a noise expert? This is what the settings look like. So I'm on compressor. I've got these 3. So I've got a noise suppressor, a compressor, an expander. Is there anything I should change here? Sebastian doesn't believe it. Fair enough. This is my settings, mate. If you've got any suggestions to how to make it better, I'd be threshold lower. What is in? Well, then it goes really quiet for some reason. So I don't know what happened there. Now everything's gone really quiet. Interesting. Now I put it up and it goes really loud. Oh, I see. Hang on. That's way worse. Let's leave it on 33. Let's see if 33 does the trick. You can tell me off if it's crap again. I think it's just Eze starts. I don't fucking hear you, that's why I'm here. Excuse me. Cheers, Robert. What are your thoughts on Bruno to Sarr? Nah. There's just no point selling Bruno. If he scored his penalties, we'd all be talking differently about Bruno Fernandes, mate. Sarr or Reinders? Sarr for me. I think Sarr's better. That could be a move I make as well. But I can't get rid of Reinders, though. I can't bring myself to do it. Oh, I tell you what I could do. Bear with. Let's see if I've got the money to do this. I do. Oh, no. So I can do Richarlison to Gyökeres, and I can also buy Ismail Assar. But then I've got every week a right disgusting benching headache. But that's a good couple of moves, isn't it? For a bench boost. Richarlison to Gyökeres, Caicedo to Ismail Assar. Bloody hell. And then I bench boost that this week. Should I? Then Caicedo could just easily get 4 points. And then, so I could do this, but then I have a benching headache every week. So we'll go, excuse me. I'm choking on my, excuse me, on the granola bar that I just ate. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Sebastian. I think Caicedo is guaranteed 4 points. Blimey, I was choking then. So we get Sarr in, and then we get Gyökeres in. Optimise that shit. João Pedro's on the bench, actually, which is fair enough. Actually, I could bench João Pedro this week and just not play a bench boost. But then game week 8, my team looks like this, and I bench Njai versus Man City, actually, which is not too hateful. Game week 9, optimise that. I bench Sarr against Arsenal. Game week 10, I bench Rangers. It's horrible. Game week 10's tough. Maybe game week 10 is when I use the bench boost then. Game week 11. Sarr is generally quite shite versus low block. Jamie, are you referring to bench boost with this team? With Sarr in it? What's we looking like in game week 8? Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? The only thing for me is in game week 8, I might even bench Bruno. In game week 8, you just don't know what's going to happen during international break. Oh, I'm bloody tempted to make these moves, lads. Sell Bruno, I can't. Nah. You got Gordon, okay. I like that. Bench orders, stack Richards. Yeah, I'd do that. In fact, I'd probably put Richards top of my bench with that team. I say that, I've got bloody Anderson. I can't believe I picked Anderson over Richards. I was stupid. Had a bad feeling about Bruno. If he scored the 2 penalties, mate, you'd be saying something different. Thank you for the super chat, the South Coast runner. Wildcarding in game week 8, I have 1 free transfer due to suspension and injury. Do I play Fulkrug or Milenkovic or use the transfer? I would use a transfer and I would sell Milenkovic or a defender to get... Have you got Senesi? I would just do whatever I can get to get Senesi in with my transfer, I think, if I was you. Means benching João Pedro. If I bring in Sarr, it does, but I could bench boost. Minte is Sarr for me. Anti-disestablishmentarianism, what a word. Guardiola out, Gabriel in? No. No. When team reviews? 100 likes, boy. We hit 100 likes, I'll do some team reviews. Storm Amy. Maybe, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Reinders, Rogers, or João Pedro? I'd bench João Pedro. Yeah, I'd bench João Pedro. Who have Villa got? We've got my score predictions. Oh no, why am I looking there? I've got it here. Villa have got Burnley. You've got to bench João Pedro there. Yeah, I'm annoyed. Bloody hate Watkins, I do. Watkins done my head in. Alex, good to see you, mate. I hope you're keeping well. Brian McMillan, Roofs will be the highest scoring goalkeeper. Let's see. Will Tottenham Pape Sarr have a chance to start? I don't trust him, mate. I don't trust it. Start Caicedo or Fulham's? I'd start Caicedo, I think. Squad value 101.3. Mine is not that, but then I've got 3 million in the bank. Thoughts on Isidore and Xhaka? Not bad. Ones and zeros, Rehan. I know the feeling at times. Same for me with Watkins. Yeah, absolutely, Craig. Absolutely. I did get rid of him for Haaland, though. So, as transfers go, I don't think that was too bad. We'll have a quick whiz through the predicted lineups, if you like. We'll have a quick whiz through. Where is Jump the Wave? Where is she at? Follow FPL Spaceman, she said. I've got no predicted lineups. She's not around. Oh, he's on Blue Sky. Let's go on Blue Sky then. Has he tweeted? No. Anderson or Esteve? Anderson. Do you play concert with Kelleher or Dubravka? Dubravka. Concert and Dubravka. Just playing both. Who should I start 2 out of 4? Munoz, yes. Truffert, no. Reinders, yes. João Pedro, no. I'd start Munoz and Reinders. I've just used my wild card. I used it last week. Xavi, Siemens, or Van der Ven? To start, I say Xavi Siemens. Who's getting a red for Cucurella? That's my guess. Hey, need help. Should I bench boost? I have João Pedro, Van der Ven, Goodmanson. Yeah, I'm very similar, mate. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, that's my thinking too, Dreamers Canvas. You got the info that these guys are going to play now. You got the info that they're going to play. Hey, I've done that. Afternoon, Dan. Nishan, I would pick Sanchez. Blue Sky is a very similar, off the back of Elon Musk buying Twitter and reinstating a load of accounts, a new social media bubbled up named Blue Sky, and lots of people use Blue Sky. I would say politically, I think Blue Sky definitely leans a bit more left than Twitter does. Glenn, no dramas, mate. It's good to have you here. But start João Pedro or Caicedo? Well, look at my team, mate. There's the answer. Kebab or pizza tonight? Kebab, definitely. I won't be having either, but you should have a kebab. If only Dewsbury Hall wasn't suspended. Yeah, unlucky. But you got next week. Richarlison or Gyökeres? I'm in the same position, mate. Last week I wanted to buy Gyökeres, but there is a good chance. There is a good chance that there's some chance that Gyökeres could be benched this week, I think, is what I was trying to say. Enjoy to Sar. No. Let's press the bench boost button together. All right, bro. As we get through the stream, I might do it. Will you keep Richarlison or stick with the... I think I'm going to stick to the plan, mate. Kaiser Ahmad, I've made a wildcard draft, mate. Check out my channel. There's a wildcard draft video on it. And I'm really happy with it as well. So watch the video. 69 degrees north. Who would you play out of Richards and Romero? Romero. You can Yeah, I know, Nixie, but I like to commit, you know? I'm not just going to activate it to deactivate it. We're only going to activate it if I'm serious, you know? Only if I'm serious. 76 likes. Like I said, if we hit 100 likes on the stream, I will, I'll do some team reviews. I've got a quiz as well at some point. We can do the quiz. Get rid of those tabs. Move Twitter over there. There we go. Plan was to always sell Richarlison to Gyökeres. Yeah, I had the same plan, Matt. I didn't like 90 minutes in the Champions League either, mate. But what did Richarlison play? Did he play 90 as well? Obviously played Bodo, didn't they? He did. He played full 90 against Bodo on Tuesday. Do I keep Gyökeres? Or do I get Gyökeres? Do I take Gyökeres? I talk about Bowen as true. Can't pick Bowen though. Oh, do I get Gyökeres? I'm having doubts, ladies and gentlemen. I'm having doubts. Auto sub will do his thing. You're right. But then I'm selling Richarlison, who is a perfectly good asset, you know? So what if I sell Richarlison for Gyökeres, Gyökeres gets benched, Richarlison scores a brace. He looked knackered midweek. Oh, okay. We don't know ZA champion, to be honest. There's nothing to confirm he's not. Just Arteta saying that his players have played a lot of minutes, basically. He just made a general comment about that. So yeah, I'm not sure. Richarlison hasn't scored a goal for a while. I think he scored in Gameweek 5, didn't he? So 2 games. For 2 games. He's been pretty pish though, hasn't he? 0.38. I think Spurs destroy Leeds. I'm not sure. Let's have a look at the XGC a sec. I think Leeds have been alright. Not been horrendous this season. But this is the Premier League XGC table. So Leeds are here. In terms of expected goals against, Leeds are actually the same quality of defence that Tottenham are. The 3 worst teams are Burnley, Forest and West Ham this season, and Man United. Top teams for XG are Palace. Palace are number 1. So there's your XG table, and there's your XGA table. So actually, Leeds are like top half of the table for expected goals against. So that suggests that Leeds away isn't the best fixture for Richarlison. Oh, wow, the chat's absolutely flown since I looked at the league, so I'm going to miss some messages, and I apologise. Catalea, your first live stream. Massive. Thanks for joining. Richarlison hasn't scored it. I've already answered that. I'm not doing it just because people have Gyökeres. It was the plan all along. I had 4 free transfers last week when I used my wild card. I just thought, why not pick Richarlison? Because it'll only cost me 1 move to get rid of him. Do I play Ekitike? Ekitike is a doubt. I probably wouldn't. Can you use 2 transfers to get Saka? I don't want Saka. I'm not overly enamoured by Saka. Sell João Pedro and get both. Who do I sell João Pedro for? I've got Salah and Haaland. Yeah, sure. I'm very good, Luca. I hope you do too, my friend. Saka in for Xavi Simons. You know, with Saka not taking penalties, because I think it's Gyökeres, why would you pick Saka? He scored 6 Premier League goals last season. Essex Carpet Cleaning Co. I'm all good. I'm buzzing, mate. Saka in for Bruno. Nah, not for me. Hold Richarlison, get Bowen next week. Not for me. Would you go Gabriel or Tim? Oh, yeah. Apparently, if Gyökeres isn't on the pitch. Yeah. Would you go Gabriel or Timber on a wild card? Gabriel. Long term, he's better. Even if Gabriel doesn't play this week, he's better than Timber long term. If Gyökeres isn't on the pitch. Eze, not for me. Saka is streets ahead of Gyökeres. I'm just not sure, mate. I'm not sure I agree with that. Vice captain this week is Semenyo. Interesting. Are you going to bench boost? I don't know. Start Caicedo or Fulham's Anderson. I'm still uncertain as to what to do with this team, ladies and gents. I'm still uncertain. What should I do with this bloody team? What should I bloody well do with this team? Yeah, it's telling me to buy Gyökeres. I can't show this because it's a paid feature, but it's Solio is telling me to buy Gyökeres. Saying, actually, sell Gabriel for Alderete. Sell Semenyo for Saka and buy Gyökeres. That's what it's telling me to do. Let's see. Can I do... I'll have 4 Arsenal players to do that. Yeah, I think I've got to get rid of Richarlison for Gyökeres. It's been a week, maybe be patient. For Richarlison, the plan was always to have him in just for 1 week, mate. I just always think Gabriel's better from an attacking point of view. I don't care what the data says in that regard. The data is not going to necessarily reflect how dangerous they are from set pieces. We all know what Gabriel can do from a corner and how good he's been for DEFCON as well. He's been decent for DEFCON this season. I just prefer him. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Matt. Just get rid of bloody Richarlison. Yeah, we've done it, lads. I've done it. I've stuck to the plan. That was the plan. That was the plan all along. We've done it. Richarlison's gone. Gyökeres is in. Now it's just a question of, do I bench boost? Should I transfer out Grealish for Sarr, or should I roll the transfer? Made a mistake buying Grealish. Happy with the team overall. Why do you think you made a mistake buying Grealish? I don't think you have. I'd keep Grealish. You don't have him game week 8. Well, you could get Sarr, I suppose, but I think selling Grealish is a little bit rash. Chalk bench, yeah. Yeah, Captain Richarlison, if you have him, ladies and gents. He's going to score a hat-trick now after what I've just done. We are. There's quite a few forwards. Thanks for that, Nixie. You seem to be my enemy today, calling me template, saying you'd love to see all these players blank. You got it in for me, mate. I just think buying 3... Well, I haven't got 3 premium forwards. There's no way João Pedro is a premium forward. He was 7.5 million, mate. That's not premium. I reserve the right to unmod you, mate. That's all I'm saying, as Luke said. Or Edsy, I can't even say that word. I'm next off to Ashton Gate tomorrow. We've got QPR at home, mate. And yeah, pretty happy with Bristol City. If we took our chances, we could be top of the league, to be honest. Gotta say, I do quite like Paquetá. You need it to keep milking it for content. No. I want to play my best FPL game, mate. I didn't even consider playing my bench boost for team selection, you know? I didn't even consider it. It's just not me. It's not my style. Do you think Reinders? I hope so. I think I think I got it wrong pricking Anderson over Richards. Well, I consider my bench boost because I think all of the players on my bench could score points. Like, I think Dubravka, he could keep a clean sheet. He could get saved. Caicedo's probably going to get DEFCON. Same with Anderson. And same with Rodon. So I think my bench could potentially score 15 points. Something like that. But yeah, I think there's probably other weeks that'd be better. So I'm going to leave it. I think I'm just going to stick to the plan. Pick Gyökeres. I probably won't do it. I all of a sudden considered it because I don't know if anyone else on here watches FPL Tom. I'm sure most of you have probably heard of him at some point. But yeah, we're going to start a little exciting FPL project together. And we had a call yesterday to talk about it. And on that call, he told me, with a very similar bench to mine, that he was going to bench boost. And I was like, ooh, that's an idea. And then I looked at my bench and was like, ooh, I've heard worse ideas than that one. So I was considering it. I've not done it, but I'm just considering it. Aren't you also? I am not also FPL Tom. But yeah, we are going to start an FPL project. We're going to, can I say what we're going to do? I'm going to ask Tom if I can talk about it. Bear with. I'm just going to text him. Should I call him on stream, actually? I'll text him. Call him and roast him. Should I play Mooney's over? Should I call him? I'm going to call him. I'm going to call him. Hello, my friend. You are currently live on my stream. Hang on, I'll put you in the microphone. I was just going to ask you. I will mention our little project very briefly, as you've just said. I was just wondering, are you bench boosting this week, my friend?
I'm not going to bench boost this week.
You're not going to do it?
No, I think with Gabriel and Arteta's comments, I'm not fancying it.
So I just want to ask your opinion. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter because I've done it. But I have sold Richarlison for Gyökeres. Has that been a good idea, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a fine idea.
Okay. We got the Tom approval, ladies and gentlemen. I'll stop bothering you now, mate. Thank you. Take care. Hopefully you heard that. I'm sure you did. So there we go. So he's happy with the transfer and he's not using his bench boost. And yeah, we're going to start a little FPL project. I did ask, I texted him as well, so I got the answer. I can say a little bit. So yeah, the two of us are going to start a project together. It might be on a Patreon where we do a little exclusive bit of content with the two of us. It might be a Discord and stuff like that as well. We'll cook up the project during the international break and hopefully launch it. Hopefully launch it after the international break. So that's the plan. Exclusive content. I know. This, yeah, it'll be in a couple of weeks. We don't muck about, mate. The Discord's pretty much ready as it is. Tom did it this morning. Yeah, apparently we do have the same team. I just think when I wildcarded last week, mate, this was the team to pick. I couldn't think of any other players to pick. This was the team. It just so happens that ours are identical, I think. Torreeva, love that. Balls deep. Hope you have a good time there, mate. Let's have a look, see. We've done 100 likes. 99 likes. Right, I'm going to set it up. So I'm going to put a link in the chat to a tweet. And this tweet, if you reply to that tweet that I've just linked in the chat, reply to that tweet with your team, and we'll have a look at some teams. Oh, I missed a super chat. I'm sorry. Should I play Muniz over Grealish? Good clean sheet potential, and Grealish's XG is very low. No, Muniz is injured, mate. Muniz is injured. I do apologise forever again. Sometimes, even I miss super chats, apparently. I do apologise. But yeah, that'll be my view, mate. Hopefully that helps. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, Muniz is injured. Harmony sorted you right out. The legend that is Harmony. Very love. Love that. Right, we've done 100 likes. Thank you, everyone, for liking the stream. I appreciate that. Let's go and have a look at Twitter, see what people have sent me. Right, we got one. We got Cole's Air. I'm in the picture, look. Look at that. Raya, Gabriel, Senesi, Tarkovsky. Great team. I'd probably start João Pedro over Caicedo, you know. But it is a great team, that. I don't mind the triple captain. Oh, Luca. Vicario, Dorgu, Gehi, Munoz, Salah, Reinders, and Jai Semenyo. Oh, it's a good team. You can have Salah Ireland pretty easily and still have a good team, can't you? That's what you've done there. I can't. Gee-whiz, you're going to have to send me a screenshot, bro. Whose team is this? Super. Pope, Timber, Senesi, Calafiori, Cash. Saka. Oh, interesting team. I like it. I like it. Free hit. Might downgrade Voltamada to bring in Gordon. Who would you downgrade Voltamada to, though? You know? One free transfer for Golden Donkey. You don't need to use it. Don't bother. Roll it. Nixie. Sanchez, Richards, Anderson, Porro. Oh, it's Sanchez v Dubravka. I'll probably go Sanchez, to be fair. Enjoy. Fanat. Yeah, good team. Of course you've got a good team. And your bench boost in. But I like that bench boost. That is a decent bench boost. You do just remember you have your bench boost set. Don't do that by mistake. Whose team is this? Heysub. Raya, Porro, Consa, Senesi. Kudu, Salah, Anderson, and Jai Semenyo, Haaland, João Pedro. I like it. Good team. We looked at Luca, Glenn. Raya, Porro, Senesi, Virgil, Semenyo, Reinders, Kudu. Yeah, good team. I get rid of Gakpo, but you don't need to do it this week. I do Gakpo to Ismail Assar. I'd consider doing that. If you could do it this week and bench João Pedro, actually. RP invests. Pope, Gabriel, Senesi, Richards. Good team. Good team. Good team, that. Lee Fisher, Pope, Van der Ven, Senesi, Guardiola, Salah, Caicedo, Semenyo, Reinders, and Jai. João Pedro, Haaland. Yeah, good team. Don't need to do anything with that. Jack. Ooh, bloody hell. Jack Meadows, Raya, Gabriel, Van der Ven, Senesi, Gehi. Great team. I would play Reinders over one of your defenders here. I'd probably play Reinders over Van der Ven. Be my gut feel there. Boy. This guy's just called Boy. Raya, yeah, good team. I like Enzo, especially with no Palmer in the team. I think he takes penalties and free kicks. Uriah, Henderson, Burn, Tarkovsky, Cunha. Interesting. I don't like Iwobi. I think he's a great player, just not really an FPL. And be careful with Grealish. And Esteval probably won't. I just don't like Esteval, I'm afraid. It's not bad though, mate. Simon. I would play Tarkovsky over Romero, I think. No, would I? Probably not, actually. Probably not, you know. Yeah, it's a solid team. You could do Gakpo to Ismail Assar, is the only thing. And I just wouldn't have two keepers like that. Don't need to spend that much on your keepers. Yours is bench boosted, Jack. Of course it is. Well, it's fine then. You got Anthony as well. I like that. Your second team. You don't want to be pronounced. You don't want to be announcing that too loudly, mate. No, you get banned for having 2 teams. But it's a good team. I play Strand Larson. Somehow. Surely he's got to start. Strand Larson's got to find his way in there. How, I don't know. Would you do Lacroix to Timber? Not before the international break. I think I'd hang fire. I think I'd hang fire this week. Oh, Strand Larson's not... Yeah, keep him on the bench then. Cheers, Nixie. Well, he came off early in the Champions League game with a knock, mate. That's what you missed on Gabriel. So if he had a knock midweek, he's obviously not 100% today. But I think he plays. Someone was showing me Gabriel being yellow flagged. He's not flagged. No, he's not. You meant Munoz. What? For what? I'm confused. Gabriel was flagged for you. Well, he's not flagged for me, so that means it must be fake news. The news must be fake. Gee whiz, let's have a goosey. Have a goosey gander at your team, brother. Sorry, I just got to reply to someone. Oh, shit. That's the wrong link. Whoops. I just sent someone a dodgy link. Copy link. Oh, come on. Right, back to Twitter. We did David's. Anthony. Hey, Tom, would you bench boost this? Yeah, screw it. Bench boost it. Do it, mate. Rehan. It's a good team. Good team. Martin. Pope, Timber, Lacroix, Senesi, Saka, Caicedo, Sargo. Nice. Solid. Gee whiz, we got you, man. We were there in the end. Raya, Senesi, Saliba, Porro. I've refreshed about 5 times, David. He's not flagged, bro. Semenyo, Anderson, Bruno Fernandes, Reinders, Evan Nilsson, Jokeres, Haaland. Good team. Look, he's not flagged. Oh, he's flagged now. Shit. Why did I refresh? He wasn't flagged before, and now he's flagged. Why did I refresh? I was blind. I pressed refresh like 2 minutes ago, and he's fine. And now I've refreshed, and he's yelling. It's all your guys' fault. If I didn't refresh, he'd be fine. You've all made Gabriel injured. I can't believe it. Absolute joke. An absolute joke. I can't believe it. Is Mukiele nailed even with Ballard back? I have no idea, mate. I am not a Sunderland fan. I don't know. Good to see Josh, mate. We've just had a meltdown about Gabriel on stream. So my mate Josh, right? My mate Josh, fellow Bristol City fan, needs some help with his team. So he's been asking me all week for a bit of help. So he's going to send me his team on Twitter with a bit of luck. And then we're going to help him with his team. All right. Can you do that for me, chat? Can you help me? Can you help my mate Josh with his team? If you tweet me your team, Josh, if you have Twitter, give me a tweet. It's the pinned comment in the chat, and you've got 283 people in there at the moment that'll be able to help you with your team. So let's get that going. I think Gabriel's going to play, by the way. I'm not really too concerned. I am not concerned. Mateta, I think he's fine, isn't he? There's no doubts about Mateta. Mate, I said that the pinned message in the chat as a tweet, reply to that tweet with your team, right? So I'm gonna copy it again. Reply to this tweet that's in the chat with your team, my brother. Timothy, you are behind, mate. You are behind. Is Gabriel playing? Well, no one can tell you that for certain, you know. Gabriel has issue. Bro, don't panic about Gabriel. Don't panic. He'll be fine. Can you tell me directly at the camera, Gabriel is going to be fine with a straight face so I can go to bed? Gabriel might be fine. I can't lie, man. I can't bring myself to lie. I don't know. I think Gabriel will start. There you go. That's my opinion. I've looked into the camera and I've said it. That's the truth. Will, I can't lie to you, man. I can't bring myself to lie to you. J-Dip's just spoken to Gabriel, apparently. And he's not going to play. Harmony did the picker, Will. Said he's not going to play. John's also just spoken to Gabriel. I'm not, mate. Will, I'm not going to lie to you, man. Surely it's enough. If you're watching me, it's enough for me to say I think he will play. Brother, just start him. It's in God's hands. It's in God's hands, mate. It's fine. There you go, Flux. The Flux has said some solid info there. Let's see if Josh has sent his team. No, he hasn't. He sent it to me on Instagram, actually. You're still there, Josh. Okay, here we go. Here's his team. Can I zoom in so you can't see my Instagram DMs? Yeah, so there we go. You might have to deal with that. That's Josh's team. Vicario in net. Shalabar, Tarkovsky, Van der Ven, Dewsbury Hall, Semenyo, Salah, Kudus, Reyners, Haaland, Semenyo. I couldn't quite work out how much money he had in the bank, but I was of the mind to get him to sell Muniz. Maybe get Thiago. He could do Shalabar to Senesi. I think I would definitely do that. And he could also look at maybe getting in Saka as well. That was my thinking. Gabriel was in the Brazil squad. Yeah, I think that's promising enough, isn't it? Would you sell Richarlison or João Pedro to York? I sold Richarlison to him, mate. Mikel called me. He's getting sold to Burnley. Interesting. Bench boost worthy. All right. What's your question? I have a bench of Dubravka, Wood, Van der Ven, and Estev. Yeah, go for it, mate. Go for it. Fuck it. Bench boost it. I realised I just swore then, but that's my mentality to it. Yeah, I would. I think you know all of those players are going to play as well, which for me is enough to send it. Reinders or Minter? Reinders. I would probably go Reinders. How much is... Oh, actually. Yeah, go Reinders. You haven't got Semenyo? Would you bite the bullet? Yeah, I'd get Semenyo. Would you sell Richarlison or João Pedro to Gyökeres? I've already answered that. Twice. I've done it on stream. Gyökeres. Get Gyökeres in for Richarlison. That's what I did. Hi guys, who to start? Gakpo or Grealish? Grealish. Sold Salah and got Rice instead, and then sold João Pedro. I would have got Ismaila Sarr over Rice, I think, but it's not bad. Do I start João Pedro and Van de Ven, or take a hit for Wood to Gyökeres? I'd start Chris Wood, mate. Yeah. Also Gabriel. Yeah, I know. I think Gabriel's going to play. Yeah, I would. Alex, I would. I think Senesi's still the best value defender in the game. Oh, Medic, I can't believe it. I hope Will didn't see that. He won't be able to sleep now. Yeah, but I'm going João Pedro. I don't think Liverpool have been very good. Do you think Liverpool have been good this season? Honestly, I don't. My pleasure, Will. That's what I'm here for. Make sure to like and subscribe. Send us a super chat on Sunday when we do our reaction stream. Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine, mate. Good luck to you, and yeah, have a good weekend, my friend. Triple captain Haaland in the picture. Yeah, sure. I'm not doing it, but you can. I would start Kudus and Reinders. Oh, Tom, you should have phoned me, brother. Give us a call. Let's talk about it, bro. Triple captain, I wouldn't do it. I think you're going to get better weeks. I think there's going to be better weeks. If Haaland plays, if Gabriel plays, he'll send $1 super chat. I'm here for it, mate. Start Sells or Dubravka. Honestly, gut feel is Dubravka. Matilda's on your wild card. Should I go Pope and Saka or Raya and Bruno? My gut feel is Raya and Bruno because I just don't think Nick Pope's going to be playing for Newcastle forever. They signed Ramsdale. I just think there's going to be... At some point, Ramsdale's going to break in. That's just my feeling. Going to be the likes of... Yeah, I would go for Haaland on a home fixture. That'd be my thoughts. I'd captain Haaland, Joshua. Just having Watkins is differential enough. Josh, I would bench boost that. Go for it. Who would you bench? I'd bench João Pedro. Beefy. Oh, would I? Oh, yeah, I'd bench João Pedro. Got 93 points. Nice one, mate. Hey, mate, would you bench boost with Dubravka, Njai, Chris? Yes. Daquan. That's Robo T. Robert, I would definitely bench boost that. So, Daquan, do I take a hit for Gyökeres and Timber, or do I start double Spurs defence? And he should play Chris Wood because he could score. Tarkowski against Palace at home. I'm sure Palace will score. Yeah, but he's going to get DEFCON points. He could get DEFCON points. How much can I rely on Anthony? He's decent. I wouldn't say you can rely on him. I'd start Martinez. Big ups, Will. Sleep well, my friend. My bench is Stack, Anderson, and Richards. Would you bench boost? Yeah, go on. Start Sells or Dubravka? Dubravka. Does Wood even start? Let's have a look. What did Forest line up with? How did they line up? did they play Jesus or Wood yesterday? Obviously lost to Midgetland. Midgetland? I call it Midgetland because that's literally how it sounds in my head. It's obviously not. So Igor Jesus started the game, but then got subbed for Chris Wood. So I think Chris Wood plays. Any news on Ekitike? He is a doubt. Caicedo's on the bench because I think my starting 11 are better. Pretty simple, really. Good enough bench boost for me, Daniel. Go for it. Tommy, love it. Thank you, mate. Should I get Doku or Sar? Sar, and I'd start in Jai. Cheers, Alex. Yeah, like and subscribe, everyone, if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate that. Any news on Villa? Nothing groundbreaking, really. Only Emi Martinez. He's a bit of a doubt. I have 4 free transfers. Do I do Salah, Anderson, Hall and Goodmanson to Saka, Gabriel? Yeah. I don't think Doku's the one, though. I'd get Ismail Assar. Start sells. Someone's asked me that before. Dubravka for me. So who has a higher chance of scoring, Gyökeres or Wood? Gyökeres, probably. But I wouldn't make a transfer. Just because Gyökeres is more likely to score than Wood doesn't mean I'd take a hit to take him out. So I've just got to check something a second. Tempted to bring in Dan Burn. Their defence looks good. Yeah, they do look good. You're right. They don't look bad at all. They don't look bad at all. Sorry, there was something I was doing at work before I went away for my physio appointment. I just want to check that it got done before I can turn my laptop off for the weekend. If that's all right. I am technically finished work, but I just want to check. I'm a diligent employee. I just want to check that it got finished. Just give us a sec. There we go. All good. And we got a thank you from the boss. Happy days. It's Midgetland. There you go. Midgetland. Thank you, Harmony, my Scandinavian friend. Well, I don't know. Are you Scandinavian? I can't remember, actually. Starts out. Everyone's asking me that. You've asked me that 3 times, bro. I've answered it 3 times. Come on, man. Reinders or Foden? Foden, probably. But Reinders long term. Thomas Frank has said the other Spurs. No, it doesn't mean that. They could play anyone centre forward. Is Gabriel okay? I don't know. I think he probably is, but no one can say for sure. I mean, I think he probably is, but yeah, you can't say for sure. I have a feeling Caicedo will score. Let's see. Would you go for Timber? No. I'd go Gabriel, mate. I think he's the best Arsenal defender. I really do. It just depends. If you can make your team a lot better with with making that saving, then do it. But for me, I'd pick Gabriel over Timber. Buendia. I just don't know if he's going to play. What are your thoughts on Voltemada? Not for me. Saliba should play. That's all right, Mr. Dubon. Thoughts on Gordon? Yeah, pretty decent. Because you wrote Gabriel was fine. Shitters, I did, didn't I? Well, I'm pretty sure Arteta said Gabriel is fine. I'll update the ticker. Yeah, Gabriel, look. Gabriel pictured in training. He's in training. That's Gabriel today in training. We'll have a look at that. Training gallery. Tweeted 3rd of October 2025. Ready? Let's see if we can find Gabriel. There he is. Picture number 7. Gabriel from today's training pictures. So Gabriel was in training. All right. Does that make you happy? So with that in mind, I think he's going to play, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's going to play. Just a gut feeling. I think he's going to play. Gordon or Tonali? Gordon. Fastest person to hit the like button gets interesting. But I appreciate that you're convincing people to like the stream, mate. That's very kind of you. Injured in training? Well, Gabriel? No, I don't think so. Is Guardiola to Timber worthwhile? No, not this week. I probably wouldn't do it this week. I'd wait until after the international break now. It's Ben White in fancy dress. Go away. Go away. Shut up. It's not. Definitely Gabriel. As I said, I think he's going to play. And I'm never wrong. I'm never wrong, honestly. Oh, Nixie, go away. I wasn't wrong, though. It wasn't the wrong decision because the alternative was going for Gyökeres, and Gyökeres blanked as well. So I don't care. Kaju, thank you, mate. I was reading a tweet and then immediately saw your hate. You got to be careful, mate. You're a moderator. You could get removed. I'm going to remove you, bro, for all this hate. Can't believe it. Kudus or Enzo? I'd actually go for Enzo. Oh, I reckon Richarlison could have had a penalty as well. I'd go Enzo over Kudus. I think Enzo's decent, you know. I don't know. I just feel like he could have had a penalty. Just saying it. Like I said, I'm never wrong, so he could have had a penalty, mate. Does anyone want to do the quiz? I need to get another drink because I am thirsty. So yeah, does anyone want to do a quiz? I'm gonna go and make a little decaf coffee, if that's all right, while we do the quiz. I've done some score predictions as well. We can cover those very quickly. So here we go. I've got Bournemouth beating Fulham 2-0 tonight. Leeds Tottenham, I've gone for a 2-2. Arsenal, I've got them winning 4-0. I think they're going to batter them. Even though West Ham have a new manager, they've still got Mavropanos and Kilman at the back. I don't think any manager is going to make the two of them keep clean sheets. I've got to be honest. So for me, I'm going 4-0. Man United Sunderland, I think that's got draw written all over it. I've gone 2-2. Chelsea, Liverpool, I've gone 1-1. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think Stamford Bridge is never a high-scoring fixture for Stamford Bridge for me. I've gone Villa beating Burnley 3-0. I think they get back on track in that game. Everton 1, Palace 1. I've got Newcastle beating Forest 3-0. I think Forest are in the mud at the moment under Ange. Crazy decision by their owner to get rid of Nuno, may I add. Absolutely crazy decision making. So I'm just going to move some bits around. I think the decision, like I said, is crazy. I've got Wolves. I think Brighton beat them 3-1, which probably should boost Minte's stocks. And then Man City, I've got them winning 4-1. So yeah, those are my score predictions. Bench 1, Van de Ven or Richards. I think I'd bench Van de Ven, considering DEFCON that Richards has done and the fact that Palace are 18 games unbeaten. I'll tell you what, if I get 150 likes, I will do some more team reviews. How does that sound? What letter is that, Medic? What letter is that? Name the team and the letter. Bloody hell. St. Johnston. Just thought of it. Is that correct? Did you see Forest owner leaping around? He's crazy. He's a crazy man. Crazy man. Keane or Richards? I may have Googled it. I feel really bad. I Googled it. I'm going to admit, I can't lie. I'm a terrible liar. I Googled it, mate. It was killing me. I was never going to get it. I had to Google it. It's a very good question. That is, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, if you want a trivia question, that is the one. Hey, bro, if you ever say Saar over Doku, I have Richards, Munoz, and I don't even know who Magenta is. Is that right? Or was you saying Mateta instead of Magenta? I don't even know who that is. Oh, I wouldn't have Munoz, actually. I don't think Munoz is worth it. I think you want to chase the DEFCONs. I'd go Saar, Richards, and Mateta. Saka plus Anthony or Eze plus Gordon. I'd go with Ismaila Sarr if you've not got him. I know, I'm terrible medicam. I know. Put me in handcuffs, mate. Lock me up. Throw the key away. I am a crim. I am an utter criminal. Gabriel yellow Dorito. And that is a big yellow Dorito. I think he's going to be fine. He's been pictured in training, mate. All you need to do is look at the news feed. News feed at the bottom. Look, it's come up straight away. Gabriel trained today. There you go. That's your news. I am going to do the quiz, though, if that's okay, because I need to take this opportunity to go and make myself a quick drink, if that's okay. So I'm going to go and do that. And in the meantime, have quiz question number 1, and I'll be back in 30 seconds. Here we are. The answer to quiz question number 1. Who was the top scoring player in game week 6? Alderete. With 17 points. So well done everyone that said that. And of course, yeah, Esteve was not the top scoring player in Game Week 6, that's for sure. Next question. Can anyone tell me who that is? Who is that? The answer is Trevo Chalobah. So well done, everyone that said Chalobah. It was Chalobah. My mum. Brilliant, mate. Fantastic. Who is the most bought player ahead of Game Week 7? So we're going to have to look at this together because it's probably changed since I wrote the question. But which player has the most transfers in ahead of Game Week 7? Who knows? We're going to find out. The answer is Erling Haaland. 902,000 transfers in for Haaland. Senesi is next, followed by Gabriel. 500,000 transfers in for yellow flag Gabriel. I still think he's going to be fine. And Semenyo and Gahey. Okay. Right, the coffee is done. I can hear it. The kettle is done. All right, who's that? I've got my decaf coffee. We're rocking. It's Wallace. Me with bald head. No, it is Dubravka. No one guessed Dubravka. Poor form. Final question. And I'm just going to nip to the loo as well. Take my chances. To the nearest million, how many transfers were done in Game Week 6? Now, remember, Game Week 6 so far is the single most popular time for people to use their wild card this season. So as a result, how many transfers do you think people made? Right. And the answer. We're back fully now. I've got my drink and I've been to the loo. I'm very content. 22 million transfers were made in Game Week 6. 22 million. Insane numbers. Let us know what you got in the quiz. We're back. Here's my team. We are back. We hit 150. 143. 7 more likes to go, and then I'll do some more Twitter team reviews. 10 more likes, or 7 more likes to go, and then I'll do some team reviews. Is Watkins an option? Definitely. Just said, mate. 7 more likes, and we'll do some team reviews. G-Wiz's mum was shown on screen, apparently. That is interesting. Pokemaster? Probably not. Probably not. What are you going to do? Are you bench boosting? I just think there's better weeks for me. There's better weeks. We just go over to Fantasy Football Hub again a second. So I've done Jokeres in, so we've got to change that. So Harmony got 11 out of 5. Interesting. G-Wiz got 12. Well, unlucky Harmony. No prize for you. What's going on? There we go. So yeah, I was just looking at bench boost. We zoom in. Got to make my transfer. We do Jock Resin. I've done it. So that would be my bench for this week. Interestingly, Caicedo has 0.1 more expected points than João Pedro. Anyway, that's my team for this week. Game week 8. That's my bench. So game week 8 doesn't look too bad. Game week 9 doesn't look too bad either. Game week 10. Game week 10, not too bad. It's 9 or 10, I think, when that bench boost is coming. We're waiting anyway. We're not doing it yet. We could wait till a double game week. That's the question. But Zaid, I don't think wait until Boxing Day works. I mean, every player, they all play a game week, don't they? So it doesn't matter if it's a congested day of football. I don't think it'll make a difference. I'll be honest. What's the like count looking like? Okay, we've done 150. So the pinned comment, the pinned message is a tweet. Reply to that tweet with your team on Twitter if you want to get your team reviewed. I'll put it in the chat again. And we'll have a look, see what people have said. Right. Danny Macklin, I love this. I get a photo of a phone every time he sends us a team request. I think this must be his son. So we got a back five at the moment. Van Dijk, Van der Ven, Lacroix, Richards, Goodmanson. Semenyo, Reina, Saka. I like the team. I would consider Paquetá. No, I'd consider Tavernier over Goodmanson, I think. And then that's a good team. We got Nishan, Dubravka, Senesi, Burn, Porro, Sarr, Semenyo. I would 100% bench boost. Zaid is bench boosting. Bruce, Senesi, Van der Ven, Gehi. Enjoy Salah, Kudus, Bruno Fernandes, Reinders, Haaland, João Pedro. Nice. I'd also consider bench boosting this team as well, mate. I would. Jimmy Plix, we got a back end of a Porsche in your... I can't tell what that is. It is a Porsche. Is it a GT3? It's got a wing on it, so I think it could be a GT3, or it could be a Cayman. Could be a GT3 or a GT4, I can't tell. It's a very nice car. One day, my friend, I will own one of those. I just will. I'm working very hard. I would love to have one day. That is my plan. Spaceman's predicted lineups. All right. Well, let's have a goosey at that then. The team reviews are coming in. VXZ. We'll do this one. Raya, Virgil. Good team. I would personally start Van der Ven over Stack though, but it's a good team other than that. Matilde. This is the team on wildcard. Pope Burn. Yeah, strong. I think I'd still pick Reinders though over Anthony, but it's a good team, Matilde. The name Matilde brings back some good memories for me for a period of my life as well. What was I looking at? FPL Spaceman. Every Matilde I know is really nice. That's what I know. Okay, well, there you go. Gabriel was 100% to play on the Arsenal predicted lineups. There you go. Bench boost back on. No, I'm not doing it, mate. I'm not doing it. We're holding the fort, mate. We're not doing anything. Villa. Enjoy to Sart, definitely not Jimmy Plix. I think you want both of them in your team. That's where I'd go. That's Villa. Brighton. Mitoma's a doubt. There you go. Big doubt for Mitoma this week. No, it's just straight black coffee. Gee whiz, I prefer it that way. Sanchez, James, Badiashile. There you go. João Pedro is 100%. Liverpool. Bradley, Marmajashvili. I don't know. We'll go with that. Bradley, Virgil, Konate, Robertson, Gravenberg, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Salah, Gakpo, Isak. Man City. No real surprises there, I don't think. A little bit of unsureness who starts in midfield and up top. I don't think anyone owns those players. Bloody hell, 2 new members. Medican. Appreciate you, man. I literally cheated on your question and you've just become a member, so I really appreciate that. Anyone care about the Man United lineup? Obviously, Bruno's going to play. Newcastle, Bruno and Mbeumo are going to play, obviously. Cunha's going to play as well. Newcastle, Pope in goal, Baltamada, Gordon, Murphy Nalanga 60-40, Tonali, Bruno, Gigio, Linton. Pretty much given, I think. I am partaking in a nice mug of black hazelnut Nespresso. Very good. I am having some Nescafe instant decaf coffee. That's what I'm having. In a Homer Simpson mug that I got in an Easter egg when I was about 3 years old. So this mug is nearly 25 years old now. And very tasteful. It's Homer Simpson eating a donut. It's one of my most, actually, it sounds really sad probably to some, but I like the taste of coffee and I don't want to have caffeine this late in the afternoon. That's the point. But yeah, that mug, I'm very fond of this mug. It's brought some, has a, what word am I looking for? The word will come to me. Sentimental, that's the word. Has some real sentimental value to me. I used to have tea and biscuits in it every Sunday afternoon when the Formula 1 was on when I was little. That used to be my memory with it. Those were good times. I don't drink caffeine this late in the afternoon because it keeps you awake at night. Cheers, Medicount. That's very kind of you, mate. Well, it's great to have you on board. Mazdan, yoo-hoo, mate. Good to see you. It's 3:47 late. It is for me, mate. I struggle to sleep. I'd struggle to sleep. Yeah, nostalgia and sentimentality. Those are the two for me. I really got into some music from when I was a kid as well the other day. That makes me feel quite nostalgic. Luca, good luck to you, my friend. Why do you keep... Josh, I'm trying to help. Could you help me, please? I'm trying, bro. I'm literally live on YouTube. Jamiroquai, mate. Fucking love Jamiroquai. He is so cool as well. Look at Jay. Hang on, we're going to show you Jamiroquai, right? This is why I think he's cool. Check out Jay. Have you ever seen JK in his car collection? Yeah, he's a sick geezer. He's got some sick cars. There you go. You ready? This is his car collection back in the day. He loved Audis at the time. How sick that is. What guy. What geezer. And that's some of his cars here now as well. Oh no, I better not show that just in case you get a porn ad. No, we're all good. That's some of his other cars as well. I don't know what that is, but he's got a Gullwing Mercedes SL. That's like one of the most. Well, it's actually it's a Pagoda top, I guess. Old 911, an Aston Martin DB5 convertible. Man, look at that BM. Oh, he's got some sick cars. Does JK? I'm very jealous of that man. I want some of those cars. Steps, bro. The Audi A2, by the way, I'll have you know, is a very cool car because it was made entirely of aluminium. So there you go. It's a very interesting car, is the Audi A2. Don't knock it. It was ahead of its time. Handled really well as well because it was made of aluminium. Had a really low center of gravity. There you go. I'm not, Murray Walker is a pretty cool dude as well. Absolutely. There's a 2002. It's incredible. What a car. I forgot what it's called. One day, ladies and gents, I might have 2 or 3 cars like that. That's the goal. That's the goal. Sell Van Dijk for Gahey or wait? I'd probably wait, mate. I'd probably wait. Like a luxury transfer like that, I would wait until after the break. Even though I've just done Richarlison to Gyökeres. But that was my plan all along. That's very cool to I want that's another car that I want. Would you do Dewsbury Hall to Minte and bench Van Dijk? I don't hate it. Leeds are rubbish. 1, 2, 3. I don't hate it. Gahey assists potentially. He's done well for attacking returns, hasn't he? Hello, mate. Bench boost 7 or 8. I'd wait. I'd do it in 8. Paul loves his cars. So do I. No, I'd only captain Haaland because he takes penalties, mate. I'd personally captain a penalty taker. Play Njai or Alderete. Njai for me, Leon. See, Andrew, look, someone else loving the Audi A2. Let's see, Liam. I also check this out. I saw one of the coolest cars I've ever seen, right? So the Sultan of Brunei, right? Do you want to see the coolest car I've ever seen in my life? Ferrari. I know most people don't give a shit about cars in here, but I came across the other day this. This is a Ferrari 456 Venice, right? And when I have children, this is the car that I will be driving my children to school in. It's a Ferrari, a manual Ferrari 456, but it's an estate. It's a right-hand drive manual estate Ferrari. How wicked is that? How cool does it look as well? How cool does that look? How cool is that? So when I have children, they will be going to school in one of those. No, I didn't see it on the road. It's probably worth over $1 million, I would say, because there's only 2 of them in the world. So, no, I didn't see it on the road. I saw it on Twitter. Is there any week you haven't captained a penalty taker? No, I don't think so. Oh, Nick YouTube, you're wrong again. You got to get an M3 touring conversion. That's what you need. Have you seen the Chinese car that shoots out the battery when it's about to go into thermal run? I've not seen that. Oh no, that thing it's roadworthy somewhere. I would assume it's in the UK. I don't know. I want that car. It's in a state. I better change up the thumbnail actually, because Gabriel's the talking point now, isn't he? Bear with. I'm just gonna redesign. Quick on the fly redesign, ladies and gents. Won't take me long. Do 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 do. I've got this song in my head that I was listening to in the car while I was stuck in traffic on the way to the physio today, and I cannot get it out of my head. Oh shit, that didn't go right. Your mind. Do 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 do. Ready? You're gonna have to, unfortunately, see something very quickly while I just change the thumbnail of the stream. Bear with. Gabriel needs a flag on him, doesn't he? Bear with. We're just gonna take a quick screenshot of that. Bosh. Don't know why it did James Tarkovsky then. How quickly we just change that thumbnail, eh? That is Noble M600. I remember when I was a kid, when Noble first made the M12, and I was very excited by that car when I was a child. I really loved the Noble M12. We'll just remind people what that looks like in a second. We'll just remind people. Gabriel out. Bench boost. This thing. It was on, I don't know if it was on I don't know what was about it, but it's so cool. Noble M12. I must have been 4 or 5 years old when I first saw one of those. And I was like, that car is sick. This is an amazing spec. There you go. Look at that. What a beauty. Right, we'll stop talking about cars now because this is an FPL stream. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the car chat. It can return next week if you want. I don't have any Arsenal players. Yeah, I'd get Raya in. Tung Saho, I'd get Raya in. Richarlison or Njai. Senesi or Timber? Senesi, actually, I'd say. Bowen or João Pedro? Bowen. Is Caicedo? Yeah, I'm thinking, Jax. I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about that, mate. I'm thinking about it. But I'm not going to do it. I think I'd bench Van der Ven, mate. I would always pick the attacker. I reckon. I'm picking the attacker. That's what I'd do. Is that your locked-in team? Yeah, probably is. If we bench João Pedro, he scores 4. Yeah, I know. Also, I just don't think Liverpool have been that good. I think they've gotten lucky with some of their results this season. I really don't think they've started well at all. So I think he could score. Calafiori or Timber? For me, I think Timber's more nailed. I'd say Timber. Any further thoughts on... I'm probably not going to do it this week. Yeah, Arteta said that Gabriel obviously got subbed off in the... subbed off in the Champions League with a knock. But he's pictured in training today. So we got an update there. He's pictured in training, mate. I'd probably go Isidore, you know. The thing is with Grealish, I don't think he takes up goal scoring positions enough. Do you see what I mean? He's more of an assister than a goal scorer. And for me, I prefer goals in FPL. I'm a man who likes his goals rather than his assists. That's all I'm saying. Tarkovsky or Guardiola? Ooh, I'd say Tarkovsky. Harmony's punting on Strand Larson, who isn't 100%, ladies and gentlemen. He is Scandinavian brethren for you, though, I suppose. How to tech. Can you teach me how to play FPL? Salah plus Reinders or Saka plus Mateta? That doesn't make sense. There's two different positions involved in those decisions. That's not the full context for me. Bilingual Dentist 69 is amongst the most interesting usernames I've ever seen. I would pick Elliot Anderson, Bilingual Dentist 69. Gakpo for Sarr, Doku, and Bumo Eze. Ooh. I'd say Mbumo. If you can afford Mbumo, I quite like Mbumo. It's Mbumo or Sarr, definitely. One of those two. Who to buy for Murillo? 0.9 in the bank. Senesi, if you don't have it, mate. Don't worry about spending the money. Senesi or Gabriel? Oh, I see. Salah Reinders 352 or Saka. I'd say Salah Reinders. Well, it depends. What's your level of faith in Salah? What's your personal level of faith in Salah? Do you think he's going to come good this season? Or do you think this is what we've got? You still think about Harambe? Interesting. RIP, obviously. Would you transfer Van Dijk to Gabriel this week? Yes. Would I? Yes, I would. Do it. Is it good idea, Grealish and Njai to play together? Or bench Grealish and Pele Pedro? I'm not massive on Grealish because he's not a goal scorer. I play Van der Ven. Efan. Should I sell Wood or keep? Keep for this week. Saka or double Arsenal defence? Double Arsenal defence. I'm still betting on Salah coming good. You're not the one who asked it though, but I appreciate that. Do you think triple captain Haaland is a good idea? You can do. I'm waiting, but you could play it. Forest getting relegated. We'll see. I've got no Arsenal players in my team. Am I cooked? If they keep a clean sheet, you definitely are. But it depends who else you got. You know, your other players could make up for it. If you feel that way about Salah, mate, do the Salah option. Reinders is just fine. I have both Salah and Haaland. I'm tempted to sell Salah. Just, if you can build a team you're happy with after selling him, I'd do it. He's had his worst start to a season ever. Like, ever for Liverpool. Oh, excuse me, big yawn. Big yawn. Do 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 do. What else we got? What else we got? Bought in Saka instead of Gyökeres. Big, I don't know. Have a guess, right? Without looking, Ocean, tell me how many Premier League goals Saka got last season. Do I bench Gabriel? No, he plays. He's trained this today, mate. JR Aaron, have a look. I mean, just have a look at the fixtures every week and decide. I'm probably gonna do it game week 8 or 9. Why would I want someone cheaper though? Why would I want to upgrade my defense? I think this is the best defense in the game. Who would I buy? Like, come on. The only one I'd change is get Richards in for Anderson, to be honest. Jake B, bench João Pedro. I'd bench João Pedro. No, I don't want to buy Van Dijk. Why no Spurs players? Well, I just think their rotation is going to be awful. And I prefer these guys to their defenders with the DEFCON points, personally. Ian, big ups from Australia, mate. For me, I would have Timber over Calafiori. I think he's more nailed. When do you plan to get Salah? Probably might not. 6 goals is the answer. Gyökeres and Fernandes or Saka and someone else? I like Gyökeres and Fernandes still. That is tough. Ooh, my washing's done. Well, my tumble dryer's done anyway. That's a fun fact. I just heard it beep at me. As a Spurs fan, yeah, I agree. Even then, Kudus could get a random bench in as well. Gabriel trained today. I think he's fine. See the news feed at the bottom? Hopefully people... Are you finding the news feed at the bottom useful? I quite like it. It's nice to have a little bit of something moving around on screen so you don't have to look at my face the whole time. I sold him, Alex. I can't believe it. And it paid off. Fair enough, Ocean. Thank you, Medicant. I appreciate that. Is there any news that I haven't included? I think I've covered everything. What about Isak? I'll tell you what, you could take a punt on him this week, but I just feel like Chelsea at Stamford Bridge will be a low-scoring game for Liverpool. I kept Salah on wildcard, but I'm having second thoughts. So after international break, yeah, I like it. Saliba instead of Gabriel, I just don't see the point. Gabriel is much better from an attacking perspective. I'd have Gabriel every time. Bench João Pedro or Richards? I'd actually bench João Pedro. If I had Richards, I'd be playing a 4-4-2 this week. I no longer have any Liverpool attack, neither do I. I don't think they've been very good. Can you take Liam Manning back? Absolutely not, mate. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. How about Marmatasvili? Yeah, I mean, he's just not going to be in for a long time, is the only thing. It's short term. How about... Oh, we've already answered that. Enzo Nail pick. I like Enzo Fernandez. I think he'd be decent. Who is your favourite Prem player to watch? It's a really good question. What would you guys say? Who is your favourite Prem player to watch? I'm just thinking. I don't think I have one. I can't definitively... I was going to say Semenyo. It's Semenyo or Grealish this season so far, I think. They both played in a really exciting way. Yeah, Semenyo or Grealish, I reckon. The best Arsenal player to bring in this week, Gabriel. Whoever my captain is when they haul, that's fair enough. I think Arteta will bench Gabriel. I don't think that will happen. Gordon could be decent, yeah. Yeah, Gordon could be decent. What else have we got? Would you start Thiago? No, I play Richards. LW? He's flagged. I won't worry about Gabriel. He trained today. Why is everyone avoiding Liverpool players? Because they're rubbish. No, I'm not. They're not rubbish, but they've just not been very as good as they should be. And I would rather have Gabriel than Van Dijk. Not having Arsenal attack is a concern. Maybe. Arav, good to see you. Sarr has been good. I'm finding it tough to get rid of Bruno. That's why I'm not doing it. I think João Pedro definitely plays. Check the newsfeed. It's about to come up. You ready? João Pedro has a small issue. I think he plays. There you go. 95% I think he plays. Who to bench from João Pedro, Lacroix or Njai? João Pedro. But hey, the same shit, I'm better than you anyway. Fair enough. What else? Is Bruno to Sarr game week 8 worth it? No. Don't think so. If Bruno Fernandes, right, gets a penalty against Sunderland, scores it, gets DEFCON, gets an assist, you won't be thinking that. I just leave it. I think it'd be fine. I'm captaining Gyökeres. Interesting. You're in the top 100k after 6 game weeks of a 38 game week season, mate. Doesn't mean anything, in my opinion. I put my rank on screen because people asked for it. It's a green arrow, but I don't even think it's not that important after 6 game weeks, mate. If you're in the first top 100k as well, why are you watching my stream? Just play your team, bro. Play your own way. Did I miss the team reviews? I might do some more, but we've done plenty. But yeah. If we get 200 likes, I'll do a few more. I should bench 2 from these 2. João Pedro's Rangers, Kudus and Jai. I would bench João Pedro and... Oh my god. Kudus. I play Rangers and Njai. Bench João Pedro or Gakpo. I'd probably bench Gakpo. Bench the what? If you think Gakpo's going to play, I'd play him. But if you don't, I'd bench João Pedro. Did you hear from the Man United? Yeah, I don't know, Harmony. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Is that getting called off? Cheers, Arav. And yeah, get us 200. We'll do some team reviews. Why are you still having Jai and Bruno? Also, Tatkowski, not like last season. Everton have a bad defenders. Well, Jai and Bruno are good players in FPL. They take penalties, get DEFCON, and so does Tarkowski. Tarkowski is basically getting 4 points per game from DEFCON. That's why I picked them. Yeah. Behay I'm catching strays from Behay by the looks of it. I'm only messing, mate. I feel like I can give it out as much as I can take it, usually. I don't mind if you want to have a bit of banter with me. Saka or Fernandes is a close one, isn't it? Based on what we've seen so far this season, you've got to say Saka, but I'd probably have Bruno. Play João Pedro or DEFCON beast Joachim Anderson. That answer is in my team already. Would you do Salah/Gu to Gyökeres? I'd consider that unique Kiwi. I think that's pretty decent. Good to see you, Cortex. Any news about Gabriel? He trained today, mate. Gabriel trained today, so I think he's going to be fine. You'll get no more info than what we've got, but he was pictured in training. So if a player's pictured in training, I think he's going to start. Raya Gabriel Saliba, Raya Gabriel Van Dijk. I go Raya Gabriel Van Dijk so you can get an Arsenal attacker in. Yep, Gabriel trained. He had a big smile on his face. If he had a knock, I doubt he'd be smiling as much as he was. So I think he's going to be all right. It's my opinion. I wish they would flag 2-mile-an-hour winds when Anderson he blows over us. I tell you what, we played at Bristol City, right? My team. See the scarf behind me. We played Ipswich on Tuesday night, and they were absolute pussies. They were diving round, holding their faces all over the place. So. Yeah. So that's what the Premier League does to you. When does rank start to matter? Well, I think, quite honestly, it's really hard to say until we get to game week 19, when everyone has had to use their first chip, because we get 2 lots of every single chip. So it's really hard. It's really hard to tell how you are doing compared to the rest of the world until then. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? But hey, you are respect, man. I just want to do. That's all right, mate. I'm not beefing you. Take care, man. It's all good. It's all good. What are your thoughts on Kudus as an option? I just don't back it, mate. I think he's due. I know he's played every game in the Prem so far, but I think at some point he's due a benching. How do you feel? Just thinking. Yeah, you could triple captain Haaland. I would pick Richards, Mohammed. Do you think I should play Strand Larsen or Anderson? Even though he's not 100%, I reckon I'd go Strand Larsen. For me, Anderson better than Tarkowski. Fair enough. I can't believe I picked Anderson over Richards, though. That did my head in. You too, G-Wiz, mate. Claudette, I thought you were in deep thought. You were in deep thought. I was in deep thought. I can't remember what I was doing. I would think I was on my phone. Someone sent me a text. I hope everything's well with you, Claudette. What's been going on? What's new? What's new with everyone? Anyone got any life updates for me in the chat? John, Sar or Njai? Or both? Yeah, Gabriel's been spotted in training. Enzo or Sar? I'd probably say Sar long term. Yeah, that's what it will do, Liam. Like the stream, everyone. Leave us a like rating. If we hit 200, I'll try and do some more team reviews. But I am going to wrap up in 9 minutes' time because I need to go to training. I just go in Jai instead of Kudus. Sar plays beside Matata. Yeah. Gameweek 8 or 9. Sar rising tonight by the looks of it. Absolutely. It's a shame we haven't been able to talk about Wood rising. That's the only shame. Wood is flailing. You're skiving off work. Wow. What can we say? Where does Claudette work? We need to dob her in. No, I'm joking. Wood is lagging and limp. Yeah. Speak for yourself. Do you think it's normal that most people who play the game each week are still out of the top 3 million? Yeah, absolutely. We've had 6 game weeks of a 38 game season, and everyone has had loads of people who use the chip. You know, I think the play of chips so far is destroying the ranks at the moment. It's really hard to tell. I'll be live again on Sunday morning, mate. I usually do a little 10:30 a.m. UK time Sunday morning reaction stream, so I'll do that. I'll have a video out Saturday night and then and then Sunday morning. I work at a legislative library. Well, that sounds interesting. Somewhere in Canada. Interesting. Canada's pretty big, so I mean, I'm not gonna come and find you, Claudette, but I guess someone might in the chat, I suppose. Why do I hear no one having or suggesting Gahey? I think so, mate. I think his attacking returns that he's got to put him ahead of points to say Richards. I just go for Richards because he's cheaper. Oh, Dagnus, thank you very much. Sorry, Sebastian. I prefer not to share if that's all right. Maybe when I quit my job one day because I do this full time, I'll share. But I just prefer not to talk about it on stream because, yeah, I just want to keep that part of myself private for the time being. So you've gone from skiving to being on a break. Interesting. What is it? What is the truth? Did you use your triple captain? No. I'm not MI6. I just prefer to keep it private if that's okay. I appreciate that. I'm not like scared of my employer knowing about what I do, but I just like to keep these things separate, you know. It's 11s, girls gonna eat. So now you're eating, watching an FPL stream, skiving, Montreal. Is she from Montreal? Harmony's on the blower. You got Harmony's coming to get you. Hey, me from Pakistan. Nice one, mate. Whereabouts? Sunderland United going to lose again. Oh, I don't really care. I think Bruno Fernandes is going to score some points. I think so too, Medicant. I don't think it'd be too hard for someone to find me, but at the same time, I don't want to publicly blurt it out. I've already made one Dagnis. I've done Richarlison to Gyökeres. That's already happened to me, Jake. That happened to me I went to this like round table meeting where there were about 50 people, and I don't know if he's in the chat actually. Unless is that Jake? That's Jake. That is Jake. I didn't even realise. If that is Jake, that's incredible. But I met Jake at a work meeting. If that is Jake, it's good to see you, mate. I hope you're keeping well. If that is Jake. What a friggin' legend. I haven't been to that part of Bristol for a little while, if that is you. But I hope things are going well for you. Sorry, I remember your name was Jake, but obviously Jake B is not, it's not clear to me that was you. That's incredible. I hope everything's going well for you, mate. That was probably over a year ago that happened as well. I can't believe how quickly time has gone. Claude, blackmail me. I go for it. Go for it, mate. Go for it. You have changed employer. I'm very pleased to hear that for you, mate. I hope your new one is an improvement and going well. I've not changed employer. I've changed jobs since the secondment that I was on when we met each other. But things are going pretty well at work for me. It's just very busy. Seb, I had a good week, mate. I hope you did too. With so many injuries and red cards, you think Chelsea might not keep a clean sheet against Liverpool? I think it'll be a really low-scoring game. Stamford Bridge, like away, is a really hard place to go. I think it'll be a low-scoring draw. Excuse me. FPL Tom, good to see you, mate. I'm going to be wrapping up soon because I got training, but it's good to see you in the chat. What did you do with your chips if you're watching, mate? What did you do with your chips? Let us know. He's just finished up. Massive. No chips played. Yeah, me too. I think this is me. Good luck, Claudette. Don't drop me in it. Bit of Storm Amy chaos. Yeah, let's hope for that, actually. Even though I got Bruno, I don't care. If that game gets suspended, I've got Caicedo. I'm pretty chill. Would you bench? I tell you what, I like Josh King. It is a risky one for chips, I'd agree. There's a bit of uncertainty. Hope Bowen stays quiet for you. I don't really care about Bowen, to be honest. He can do what he likes this week. I know I could have bought him, but pretty chill. Bowen is that guy. We'll see. I don't know. What's all the love for Bowen all of a sudden? Everyone's loving Bowen. Have I missed something? Have you got Bowen, FPL Tom? What's all the Bowen love? He is under. I granted. Got to check his baseline BPS. Well, I could do João Pedro to Bowen next week if I wanted it. Oh yeah, that's the double Arsenal defense. That's what. Yeah, fair enough. So I could do João Pedro to Bowen if I fancy it. So this is a player, by the way, that's got 0.22 expected goal involvements per 90. Doesn't take penalties for his team. His baseline BPS. I literally don't know what those numbers mean, I'm afraid. I wish I sound like an absolute sham of an FPL YouTuber, but I don't know what those numbers mean. But what I do know is 0.22 XGI per 90 is not world beating. So maybe, you know, we could do João Pedro to Bowen next week. Arav, just send me your team on Twitter, mate. We'll have a quick look at it. And then I'm going to go training. I'm waiting for your team, Arav. Bloody hell. Bruno is so bad. I know BPS is bonus points. It's the system behind it. But yeah, I just don't think Bowen's going to score against Arsenal. Jake, my pleasure, mate. Yes, of course. We need to sort that at some point, don't we? I've started a Bristol City fan channel now as well, by the way. It's called The Robin's Nest, if you're interested. So for my sins, I've got 2 YouTube channels now. But yeah, absolutely. Sorry that I haven't texted you about that. I've just been so busy. I hope you can understand. And yeah, you take care, mate. And I hope the new role's going well. Baseline is before any key action, so it's around 10 to 14. Okay, I see. Who has got a foxy feeling that Bowen is going to go on a tear? Let's see. Claudette, big ups. Don't stop skiving from work, though. Good luck to everyone this game week. Hope it's a good one for all. Great stream. Cheers, mate. I'm going to shoot off now as well, actually. It's 4:30, isn't it? Yeah. I need to go and stretch. Oh, check DMs. All right. My DMs currently has a Twitter bot named Holly asking me how I am and if I want to come and visit her tonight, which is interesting. Where are you, Arav? What have you DM'd me on, bro? I'm looking. What have you DM'd me on? Oh, there you are. Okay. Right, here's your team. Oh, come on. I would do Dorgu to Senesi, if you can, or Milenkovic to Senesi and bench Dorgu. That's all you need to do. You need Senesi, mate. Get that Senesi geezer in. Right. I'm going to end it there. Cheers, everyone. Have a good weekend. Best of luck. By the way, mine and Tom's project that we spoke about, we're going to call it the FPL Cartel. There you go. We're going to drop the mic there.